Everyone talking about passive income and how you make money when you are sleeping and when you are awake, and honestly I felt the excitement and I decided, why not? Me too, I want some of that. So I started eBay, I started my own Shopify store, and then I found Amazon FBA. So that's when it got a little bit more exciting. So I started my Amazon FBA, but there was a twist in there. Hi everyone, my name is Ayman. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Again, first, before we start the video, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, don't worry. I'm just going to say, I am not selling any courses. I am not telling you to go to any website pages or anything like that. I'm a person who started Amazon FBA, and I stayed doing it for 1 year, and I thought that I will give my thoughts about it. And that's all. I have got nothing to gain, I have got nothing to lose. Okay, let's start the video. Why I started Amazon FBA in the first place. Amazon FBA was the most talked about after eBay, Shopify store, or not Shopify store in general, but just any kind of online store, okay? And it made the more sense for me to go and check it because of how big Amazon is, and if it is a scam, then the last thing it could be is a scam because of how big Amazon is, and it wouldn't let all these people talk about Amazon if it was a scam. So I decided, why not? I'll give it a try. I went to Amazon, okay? I started my Amazon FBA. It's very easy, you can start. It is not one of the difficult things. There is lots of videos to explain. I'm not going to explain everything about it. I'm going to say why I started, what I gained from it, and why I stopped it, okay? So I started it because of how big it was, and I wanted passive income for myself, and I was thinking about leaving my job at the time. So before I left my previous job, I started Amazon FBA, and then it becomes bigger and bigger. If we talk about how much the budget I started with £2,000, and I thought I get a few hundred here and there, and I was doing a bit of deliveries at the time as well, so it worked okay for me. But before I even started it, I was kind of captured by the image of the online seller, okay? The image of going to sleep and making money, and then waking up in the morning and you have more money in your bank account. It sounds great, don't it? Like, it sounds really nice. So I thought that, why not? I give it a try too. So I seen people on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere. I say this in all my videos. That's what all I do, just watch videos. So I started watching people, and I slowly opened my Amazon store, and I start buying items and selling items. How it works? So there is 3 ways. So there is arbitrage, which is you go and get from the shop. Like, you go to any shop. If you are in the UK or you are in the US, Sainsbury's, you go to Asda, you go to Morrison, you go to whatever in UK, you go to Target, or you go to any other shops in the US, I'm not sure. You go to these shops and you buy discounted items, and then you sell them on Amazon. How it works, some people, they don't explain this part. So you take them to the house, you go to your house, you put the items you are going to sell on your online seller account, and then Amazon is going to give you QR codes. There is 2 ways of doing this. You can print these QR codes, put them yourself on your items, put everything in a box. They will ask you to weigh your boxes and everything, and ask for a pickup, and then you send them to Amazon. Or you get these items, you send them directly to Amazon, and Amazon will put the QR codes, store them, and then send them to you, okay? Sorry, I forgot to mention one thing. Amazon FBA is not the same thing as Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA is that you get your items and then you send them to Amazon, or you buy your items and send them directly. You don't have to bring them to your house. With Amazon FBM, it is fulfillment by merchant, and that means that you will be the person who sending the items to Amazon, okay? So we said 2 things. So the first thing, you get them to the house, you put your QR code and then send them to Amazon, or send them to Amazon, Amazon put the QR code, store them, and then send them. There is the other thing. The second thing, you can buy online. You can go check websites, check everywhere, and you find discounted items, you buy them, you order them to your house, same thing, QR code, sent to Amazon. you can do that. And then there is the wholesaler thing. So you go to a big distributor or a big wholesaler or big company itself. You don't have to go through a distributor. You go to the company itself, like, I don't know, Nivea, Dove, Fiji, whatever it is. And you go to these companies and open an account with them, and a wholesaler account. And then instead of buying 50, 100, you'll be buying like, I don't know, 300-400 items, and then you will have to store them on Amazon. Again, obviously when you are doing this, it's a bigger operation, so you probably need a company that will put the QR code for you or send them to Amazon. Amazon will put the QR code and package and do everything for you there. There is companies that they can do the QR codes for you. They obviously take I don't know, between 20p to 50p. It depends on the items and it depends on the sizes. I never looked into it, so I never was that big. So there is this ways to do it, and obviously to make it easier for yourself, you do not have to start with like your item. You don't have to like buy your like create your own items. You don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to go through Alibaba and try to find your items and try to design it, trying to package it, try to do all of that hard work for yourself. You really don't have to, especially if you're starting. You don't have to do that. There is lots of applications or lots of websites you can get for, I think, £20 or £30 at the time I got it. So you get it from them, and you go to I will link some of them, or I will put the picture of some of them on here. You go to Amazon. Amazon will you will check it on Amazon and then see what the items are already selling from all these big names. So you are not looking for the best selling one, because you don't have the budget for a best selling one. If you buy it, you're obviously not going to make a lot of money out of it, because these people are selling quite a lot. You're looking for the mid-range one, one that sells around 200 to 300 a day, or 100 to like between 50 to 200 a day. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to kind of slowly go through each item and see what's in your budget, what is discounted outside and online, or in the stores that you can buy for cheaper price. Obviously there is application for this. You can just scan and then find out if it is good or not. So you can do this, and then slowly you obviously can make money. The best thing about this, you do not have to have one item. You do not have one big item that brings the money for you. You don't need that. You really don't need that. You don't really want to focus on one item, because if anyone else comes in, a bigger company decides, you know what, we're going to start selling that items, all your money goes out the drain. So you don't want that. You want to diversify as much as possible, and you want to get a lot of different items. Well, I'm not talking hundreds, but I'm talking around 10 to 15 items that can make you money spontaneously. So each item is making 10, 15, 25, whatever, and in each place you are making money. And if one is finished and you see the competition is getting higher and higher in there, you don't have to sell it anymore. You can take that money out and invest it in other items. So you really have to play it. And there is, again, this video is not explaining exactly how to sell, and it's not saying point by point what you should do. I'm just saying the general idea about Amazon FBA or Amazon FBM. Okay, so just stay with me. So to recap everything, you can start selling from Amazon from £100 to or $100 to whatever the budget is. You can start making money straight away if you know what you are doing. Again, watch a lot of videos. That's what I did myself. I watched lots of videos. I went through hundreds of tutorials, and it just step by step. So you will find a lot of people. If anyone asks, and if anyone wants like a reliable person or reliable YouTube channel that will guide you step by step, let me know in the comments, and I will give you the link or the name of their channel. And some of them are really, really good. Okay, and so you have got the budget, you have got the videos, and you just need to look for the items. Looking for the items, as I said, there is a lot of websites, applications that can help you through doing that. Again, you will need tutorials, you need lots of videos to watch and to find out. Okay, bad things about Amazon FBA. For me, one of the things is competition. Is it saturated? Some of the items are saturated. Some of the items are way competition in there, and you hardly make 20p in there, okay? So you need to find, that's why when I said that you don't really want to find that item that's selling thousands a day or whatever. You want that item selling between 50 to 100 or 50 to 150 or 200, something like that, that there is not much competition, but you have got a good margin on your items that you can win, and also in the meantime that you have got enough time to know when you are running out of stock, you can buy. Okay, so that's the idea of it. Okay, the other bad thing about Amazon is the fees for Amazon. If you are doing Amazon FBA, there is lots of fees, and they are not hidden. I'm not saying Amazon is hiding it from people. They are not hidden at all, but they kind of accumulate it, like quite a lot of, like you get 20% from one thing, and then you get 5% from something, 0.2% of another thing, 0.3% of something. So you have to have a healthy margin from any items you are going to get. Again, these applications that will calculate for you how much you are going to buy it and how much Amazon is going to keep and how much is your profit. So once you get these applications and you know how they work, it will make it much easier for you. But in the meantime, keep in mind that there is quite a bit of fees, and maybe sometimes having like 2 or 3 or 5 pound margin is not good enough. But if you diversify, as I said, some from here and some from there, you will make good money. Okay. Another bad thing about Amazon, lots of people think it does not take lots of time. It does consume quite a bit of time at the start, and especially when you are watching videos trying to find items and you try and get your feet in, it will consume loads and loads of time. So make sure you have got enough free time. If you are working, like let's say from 12 till 8 or 12 till 10 or whatever your job, like in the afternoon, or you finish work around 5 or something, and you have got the whole night for yourself, that's good enough time to find out what you want to do. Again, you really need to focus at the start to make sure that everything is working correctly. From opening the seller account to watching videos to doing everything, I would say it will take you a month to take everything in and the start. You could start in the meantime, opening your seller account, watching videos, making sure that you find the right items. A month from there, you have got the idea, you have got the money, you are going to start. Okay. Why I stopped Amazon FBA? It was not the idea to stop. I did not really want to stop, but I needed the money out of the business, so for family reasons. So I needed the money out. That's why I stopped. I thought about going back into it, but it didn't feel like the right time. It was not there for me. I didn't feel the right time was there. So if you want to start Amazon FBA, I would encourage it. Start it. There is good money out in there, but start it the way I said it, and then maybe from what I said, follow up on it and start slowly from there. Okay. But if you want to ignore my advice or my video, that's fine. You do what you want, but just make sure that you are doing it correctly. Make sure that you follow what these people saying. Again, you don't need one thing I did not do, and they made money out of Amazon. If anyone wants to know, I can always like send them invoices and everything, but I'm not going to do that. But you don't need to buy course for I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of pounds. You don't need to do that. You do not need to like spend like hundreds or thousands of pounds on applications, or like trying to get items or going through China to get your own items. Unless that's what you want to do, you start your own brand and buy your own items. You really don't need that. But in general, you really don't need a big budget to start with. Seriously, you don't need a big budget to start with. If you have got £1,000 and you want to start with 100 and then see how it goes, I would recommend that. Start with 100, 200 and see. Because everything in Amazon sells. Believe it or not, everything in Amazon sells. As long as you're doing the step-by-step correctly, everything sense, okay? But you do not need to spend so much money on the start, because later if you decide that's not for me and you realize that it's quite a lot of work, you hate yourself for spending that amount of money, okay? Again, Amazon is good for business, it's good to make money, but you need to spend quite a lot of time at the start to actually do it correctly. If you want me to do a video about eBay, I did eBay. If you want me to do a video about Shopify, I will do a video about Shopify. I did trading. I can let you know about trading and my experience with trading too. So I have got a lot. I did quite a bit of things. I tried passive income in quite different areas, and they can tell you my opinion about it and my thoughts about it. So let me know what you want my video to be next. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you.